tonight's episode. I swear to God, my king, you are not doing this episode in that costume.
But that cow Trina is challenging my spot as...
I don't care what Trina did. Go get changed to your default skin.
Majestically galloping upon her steed, she's the kingliest king the world's ever seen. Though her vocabulary is a bit confused, when it comes to entertainment, she just can't lose. Her Majesty is ready to go. Turn up the lights, let's start the show with special guests and the latest news. It's time for Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Crown and Crew.
Why, hello, my dearest citizens, and welcome to another episode of Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. I'm your beloved and regrettably fully dressed King, Crown. I hope you've all managed to survive another EVA collab. I had to take out a second mortgage on the kingdom in order to pay for all those skins.
Who is possibly left on the surface to lend you money?
Oh, there's this one lady living in some random hole in the ground who I borrow things from. She wears an upside-down Alienware computer monitor on her head. Well, that or she's cosplaying a Warframe character. Either way, it's quite stylish.
Oh, great. Another one of Crown's mushroom-induced hallucinations.
Actually, she's telling the truth. Mostly. Oh, and if you ever end up in that hole, make sure to say you're part of the goddess squad. Monitor face lady is kind of a fangirl. Just say your name is Belle or Ariel and she'll give you anything you want.
Speaking of Ariel, eventually, let's check in on the Gacha forecast with Gacha forecaster and former main heroine Marian. How's the current Gacha pulling going, Marian? I heard you tried to MLB all the EVA characters and it didn't go well.
I'm tired, boss. Tired of being on the Gacha grind, lonely as a K in NPC jail. I'm tired of spending all my gems on collabs I don't even care about, just because I'm scared of missing out. Mostly, I'm tired of seeing others get lucky while I keep falling short. I'm tired of all the waifus I see in the world that I fail to get every day. There's too many of them. It's like pieces of salt in my head all the time. Can you understand?
Nope, I have streamer luck. We'll check back in with you at the end of the show for the full Gacha forecasts. And other movie references half the Nikke audience is too young to get. And now, on to today's news. As Marian overdramatically mentioned, the second part of the EVA collab took up the first half of March. Its story was somehow both better and worse than the original events. Better in that it didn't involve pointless, paper-thin character drama, and worse in that Part 2 wasn't so much a story as a discombobulated series of random dialogue and battles.
Talos blue screened 3 times while trying to piece together what was happening, which I think means it was a fairly faithful adaptation of Evangelion's storytelling style.
Unsurprisingly, the collab characters have proven to be quite powerful. What was surprising was how good the minigame in this event was. It's a shame that it can't be added to the arcade because it's a collab game. Ooh, Trony, I have a royal request. You must build a legally distinct version of the game as soon as possible. I'll pitch it to the ARC to use in some random event, and then they can add it to the arcade, like they did with the ReZero made minigame.
I can just download a ROM of Galaga and...
Shh, Trony! We just finished dealing with that whole Dorex lawsuit. We don't need another one. What I meant to say was, ShiftUp in the Kingdom have never heard of Galaga. Nope, never.
But it wasn't all EVA this month. ShiftUp also broke new ground by sending out a survey with arguably the most confusing question ever uttered by a human being. I mean, what does this possibly mean? Kilo, Trony, Wells, you're all sciencey people. Use your magic science powers to explain this.
I have no idea what that sentence is saying.
Oh, don't give up that easily. I'm sure the kingdom can supply any goats you need to sacrifice or crystals you need to attune to in order to use your science powers to figure out the answers.
How do you think science works?
Well, I once saw this man do a science experiment. He put a woman in a box and then sawed her in half. but she was still able to move. It was... what's the word?
Magic, my king. That was a magic show.
Oh yes, it was quite a magical science experiment. And his top hat was so fancy. Chime, add a top hat to my shopping list next time I'm in the Ark.
Let's be real. ShiftUp has always been pretty hand-wavy when it comes to the science of how anything works in this universe. I mean, remember the time Rappy transformed into an entirely different person because of... what, nanomachines or something? And don't even get me started on Leviathan's powers.
Lastly, in today's news, a new challenger for Best Nudist appeared. To think, one would have the nerve to try and take my spot upon the throne of skimpiness. Ahem, as I was saying, Trina's event, For Rest, allowed this cow to finally make her debut.
Actually, her sweater is the pattern of a birch tree, not a cow.
Oh, believe me, I wasn't talking about the sweater. However, that does bring us to our special guest for today's episode. It's Trina.
Hello, my lovely saplings. It's so great to be here.
Oh, sorry, we're out of time. That'll be all. Next time on Crown and Crew, I used Talos to give Kilo a boob job, thereby increasing her spot in the meta and...
My king, we have 5 more minutes to fill. Please stop trying to cut the interview short.
Oh, very well. Trina, my first question is, where do you get off?
Oh, right into the heavy-hitting questions. Let's see. Mostly in the forest. Occasionally in the garden if Flora isn't around. And then there was this one time in Suin's office.
Next question. Who do you think you are?
Scarlett's new best friend?
Really? I thought that was Soldier OW. At least, that's what I uncovered in episode 2 of The Royal Hour. In it, I delved deep into the forgotten secrets of the Nikke meta, uncovering the long-forgotten triple S tier mass-produced Nikke, whose story has been lost to time. Check it out, link in the description.
Don't forget to promote the follow-up episode, episode 3, where we expose the secret origins of the Doro virus.
And episode 4, which had this amazing animated music video for Yan's new fan song called Gacha Skins. Honestly, I can't believe YouTube hasn't demonetized it yet with how lewd some of those custom animations were.
We're thankfully nearly out of time. Just a few more questions. I'd like to talk about your unimpressive tits.
You don't like my little birds? Normally people always compliment how cute they are. If you'd like, I'm sure we could find you a mascot too.
You? Help me? Preposterous! A king such as myself hardly needs assistance from a would-be usurper such as yourself. And besides, I already adopted a pet mascot. Trony, do the trick.
Do I have to?
Oh, the training is always so difficult with the new ones. Come now, Trony, don't make me cut off your internet access again.
No, anything but that. Fine, here I go.
What is she?
Yes, that's it.
Not again!
Excellent, truly excellent, Trony. Oh, what a shame. It looks like we really are out of time for this interview. Kilo, have Talos blindfold Trina and leave her somewhere randomly in the forest at the edge of the kingdom's border. Actually, scratch that. She might like it.
Oh, is that for security? Do you do that to all your guests?
I'm not sure if it would be better or worse if I said no to that question.
Before we wrap up, let us once again return to our Gacha forecaster Marian for a look at what's next. Marian?
Never forget, she's the main heroine. It's the Gacha forecast with Marian.
Siren's coming to the game.
Her and like half the fan base if Pixiv's ever-growing Nikke tag are anything to go by.
Like I said, thanks to leaks by the secret hacker group known as ShiftUp's own marketing partners, it's now all but confirmed Little Mermaid, also known as Siren, is going to be the 2.5-year anniversary character.
This had to be a deliberate leak, right? I mean, there's no way they made this same leak mistake for, what is this? Like, the 3rd time it's happened with an anniversary character?
But before we get Siren, we have a new Tetra Nikke. Remember back when it felt like every new unit was part of Tetra? Good times. Anyway, this newest unit is every woman's kryptonite.
Men with an Irish accent?
Men with their sleeves rolled up?
Target?
No, it's Bread. Well, actually, her name is Bready, and she's going to test the theory that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Joke's on her though. I already tried cooking for the commander and he hated it.
I think the spiders and rocks in your recipe might have had something to do with his reaction.
And that does it for March's episode of Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Join us next time as we cover April's news, and maybe even interview Siren.
I don't think that would be a wise booking decision, my king.
Why? Don't you think she'll be a popular new unit?
It's not that. It's more that I think she might be, tight-lipped during the interview.
That's odd. For some inexplicable reason, I suddenly have the overwhelming urge to tell Siren to shut up.
A mass-produced Nikke who was a genius scientist from the early days of the Rapture War telling Siren to shut up. How original. I wonder if she'll call you Mommy, too.
Oh, please, Kilo. The only one being called Mommy around here is me. Ha ha ha. Oh, wait. I meant that in a lewd way, but then I realized Marian actually does that.
What was that, Mommy number 7?
As I was saying to all my wonderful viewers, I hope you're all saving your gems for the anniversary. But with April 15th coming up, you must first pay your taxes to your king. Those taxes being subscribing and hitting that like button, or become an even more official member of the kingdom by joining the channel for all kinds of benefits. See the link below for details. And I'll see you next time on OMG Chime. I just realized the name of the Forest event actually spells forest.
Yes, my king. We're all very impressed by your royal insight. Now please finish the outro.
All right. I'll see you all next time on Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Goodbye. Bye-bye. So long. Farewell.
Though her vocabulary is a bit confused when it comes to entertainment, she just can't lose. Her Majesty is ready to go. Turn up the lights, let's start the show with special guest